It's tough these days. Seems like the Mets can't catch a break. Some tough injury news coming down via our Joel Sherman reporting that Mets catcher Francisco Alvarez will hit the 10-day IL with a hand injury. Now, Mets fans, you know this. You saw it on Sunday Night Baseball. Alvarez injured his hand while sliding headfirst into second base. And this is tough for Mets fans to see, and also tough for Alvarez because of how he had been playing. This is the second time that he's going to hit the IL this year. It's his third extended absence of the season when you count the fact that he was demoted and sent down to AAA Syracuse earlier this season. It's also the third time an injury around his hand has forced him to miss time. So the injuries continue to pile up for Francisco Alvarez. But this is why this is such a tough issue for the Mets right now and tough for Mets fans to take, because you're looking for some momentum with this team. They finally just won 2 games in a row. They finally won a series, even though they've lost 14 out of their last 18 games. They're trying to build some momentum with 6 weeks to go as they're in the middle of a playoff push. And Alvarez, he'd been playing really well since his demotion when he went down to AAA Syracuse. His OPS 1.054 with 4 home runs in 21 games. So he's been cooking at the plate. And now you take his hot bat out of the lineup and you have to rely on Luis Torrens, who's a solid backup catcher, but he does not have the offensive high ceiling that we know that can be there from Francisco Alvarez. So this is a tough blow for the Mets. This is a lineup that has struggled to find consistency, especially from their Fantastic Four, and Alvarez coming around was huge for this team. So with that being said, other guys are going to have to step up, and we do not know exactly what the injury is right now. We'll hear later from Carlos Mendoza, and hopefully, because he's only on the IL, it's 10-day IL, you hope that it's around that time or around 2 weeks, and that he can return to the club and help them produce down this final stretch of the season. So more news will come on that later. But for right now, as the Mets are trying to build momentum, as they're trying to build off this series win that they had against the Mariners, and they hit the road this week for a couple of series, you needed Francisco Alvarez. You wanted him to be a part of that and wanted him to build on the momentum that he had shown since he had returned to AAA Syracuse. But now that's all halted. He will go on the IL, and Mets fans have to be thinking, man, this is another tough break. But just got to hope it's not for too long.